seeing someone I don't know. Checking every line before I put on the show. A little bit of gloss to hide the shadow underneath, gritting my teeth behind the porcelain sheath. The porcelain's thin, yeah, it's paper white, but it's heavy enough to keep the truth out of sight. And they say, hey, you're looking fine. I just nod and wait for the checkout line, tracing the edges where I start to break, counting the pieces for heaven's sake. I'm just smiling through the cracks today, watching the colors all wash away. It's a fragile light in a heavy room, a little bit of hope in the middle of the gloom. Yeah, the mask might slip, but I'm still here, finding the gold through the crystal clear, smiling through the cracks. Oh, just smiling through the cracks. Standing in the freeze, trying to catch a breath in an artificial breeze. It's not about the joy, it's about the staying power, growing like a weed in the middle of a flower. The fractures are glowing, they're part of the design. If you look close enough, you'll see they're mine. Let it splinter, let it fall, I'm still standing after all. Every break is where the light gets in, underneath the armor, underneath the skin. I'm not broken, I'm just real. I'm just smiling through the cracks today. The colors all wash away. It's a fragile light in a heavy room, a little bit of hope in the middle of the gloom. Yeah, the mask might slip, but I'm still here, finding the gold through the crystal clear, smiling through the cracks. Oh, just smiling through the cracks. The cracks are where I breathe. The cracks are where I see. Smiling in, smiling through, smiling through, smiling through. You held the door, you held my hand for a second too long. You hummed the words when the radio played our song. I saw the light flicker in the back of your eyes, like a sunrise fighting through the charcoal skies. You were standing on the threshold, leaning in, almost let the real conversation begin. We were 99% of the way to the truth, wasting the best of our digital youth. I was holding my breath, waiting for the I do, but you're a master of the almost, aren't you? You almost love me back, I could feel the heat. You almost took the lead, but you stayed on your feet. We were a heartbeat away from a beautiful mess, or maybe wrapped up in a Sunday dress. I'm haunted by the ghost of what almost occurred, the I love you that died as a whispered word. Yeah, you almost love me back. You told me secrets that you'd never told a soul. Then you pulled back the pieces you couldn't control. It's the almost that kills me, the nearly that stings, the weight of the promise that never took wings. I'd rather you hated me, gave me a scar, than leave me this close and still be this So close, but almost doesn't keep me warm at night. The coffee was still hot, but the air went cold. I watched the script change, stories untold. You didn't say it, but I felt the shift like a continental play. A sudden rift. You used to reach for me before you reach for your phone now. Just a body in a house, we outgrown it. Wasn't a fire, it wasn't a scream, just a quiet exit from the center of your dream. I'm reading the fine print in the way you look away, calculating exactly what you didn't say. I remember the day you stopped choosing me. It wasn't a wave, it was a receding sea. Suddenly I'm a maybe instead of a must, watching our always turn into dust. You didn't leave the room, but you left the soul, and I'm the part of the story you no longer control. List, but I'm a ghost on a page, barely even exists. You're making new plans with a different ink, and I'm just the background noise while you think. I became the option you only pick when you're bored, the open door you finally decided to afford. I'm not a backup plan, I'm not a safety net, I'm not the cigarette you smoke when you're upset. If I'm not your first, then I'm nothing at all. Watch me break the silence, watch the pedestal fall. Remember the day you stopped choosing me. It wasn't a wave, it was a receding sea. Suddenly I'm a maybe instead of a must, watching our always turn into dust. You didn't leave the room, but you left the soul, and I'm the part of the story you no longer control. I'm choosing myself now, since you forgot how. Stop choosing me. The boxes are stacked by the door in the light. The shadows are long and the ceiling is white. I'm sitting on floorboards that used to have rugs, missing the coffee and missing the hugs. There's a ghost of a dinner party on the wall, and the sound of your laughter still lives in the hall. They say a house is just wood and some stone, but it's harder to leave than I've ever known. My footsteps are loud in the silence today, carrying everything I couldn't say.
It's an empty room, but a full heart, trying to figure out where to start. I'm leaving the keys, but I'm taking the soul of the beautiful chaos that made me feel whole. The walls are bare, but the memory's deep. This is the treasure I'm allowed to keep.
Empty room, but a full heart.
watch the night. It's funny how spaces get smaller with time, as we fill up the gaps with the mountains we climb. I'm closing the blinds on a decade of us, leaving the gold and the silver and dust. It's an empty room, but a full, full heart, trying to figure out where to start. I'm leaving the keys, but I'm taking the soul of the beautiful chaos that made me feel whole. The walls are bare, but the memory's deep. This is the treasure I'm allowed to keep. As I go, you left your charger in the hallway wall, and your favorite jacket hanging in the hall. You said you'd be back for the rest of your things, but it's been 3 weeks and the silence rings.
It's a sentence that ends with a comma, not a dot. See you later, that's all that I got.
We're suspended in the middle of a clean break, holding our breath for each other's sake. 1 foot out and 1 foot on the floor.
I'm tired of looking at a half-open door.
I'm living in the space of half a goodbye, underneath the weight of a half-empty sky.
You didn't stay, but you didn't quite leave, giving me just enough room to believe it's the cruelest part of a long goodbye. Telling the truth, it feels like a lie. Yeah, I'm stuck in half a goodbye. I see your ghost in the steam on the glass, waiting for the moment for the shadow to pass. But the keys are still there on the countertop. The music has slowed, but it won't quite stop. I can't move on and I can't go back. I'm the static playing through a broken track. Cut the thread or pull me close. I'm haunted by a friendly ghost. Don't leave the light on if you aren't coming home. Don't leave me waiting in the nearly alone. Just finish the word, just finish the walk. I'm living in the space of half a goodbye, underneath the weight of a half-empty sky. You didn't stay, but you didn't quite leave, giving me just enough room to believe it's the cruelest part of a long goodbye. Telling the truth, it feels like a lie. Yeah, I'm stuck in half said I'll be, baby. I'll be, baby. During the day, I'm a masterpiece of fun. I keep the shadows strictly tucked behind the line. I laugh at the jokes and I drink all the tea. I'm exactly who everyone wants me to be. But the sun is a liar, it's a temporary shield, hiding the fractures that haven't quite healed. But then the gold turns to purple, the purple to black, and there's no more armor to keep the ghost back. The city goes quiet, the neighbors go still, and the silence starts climbing the windowsill. 'Cause it hurts more at night when the walls start to shrink, and I'm left with the mess of the things that I think. The memories grow deep in the dark of the room, and your name is await in the middle of the gloom. In the light I can fight, in the light I can hide, but it's a different world when I'm empty inside. Yeah, it hurts more at night. The phone is a cold piece of glass in my hand, searching for signals I don't understand. I'm scrolling through pictures of when we were us, turning the diamonds back into dust. Every small maybe becomes a never again. When the clock hits the hour of 3 or of 10, the shadows are stretching, the ceiling is falling. I hear your ghost in the hallway calling. I can't turn it off, can't find the switch, stuck in the static, stuck in the glitch. 'Cause it hurts more at night when the walls start to shrink, and I'm left with the mess of the things that I think. The memories grow deep in the dark of the room, and your name is await in the middle of the gloom. Wait for the morning, wait for the morning, wait for the light. Just gotta survive. One more night. I'm looking at a photo from 3 summers ago, before the weight of the world made our movement slow. You had that look in your eye, like we could never lose, before we had to pick sides and had to learn how to choose. Now we're just 2 strangers sharing the same name, in a house that feels different. Though the walls are the same, we're still here, but the light has changed. Every familiar thing feels rearranged. I don't miss the city, and I don't miss the street. I miss the 2 people that we used to meet. I miss who we were when we didn't have to try, before we learned how to hide and how to stay dry. I miss the reckless, the messy, the loud, the version of us before we grew a cloud. I still love you now, but I'm mourning the then. I wanna be those 2 idiots again. rush, now we're so carefully composed. With our schedules locked and our feelings enclosed, we talk about the weather and the price of the rent, but we never talk about where the magic went. Oh, you're a better version, you're stronger and wise, but I miss the fire that used to live in your eyes. Can we go back to the start? Break the shell and find the heart. I'd trade the perfect for the broken and real, just to remember how it used to feel to feel everything. I miss who we were when we didn't have to try, before we learned how to hide and how to stay dry. I miss the reckless, the messy, the loud, the version of us before we grew a cloud. I still love you now, but I'm mourning the then. I wanna be those two idiots again. You're still with you, you're still with me, but we're not who we used to be. I miss us. I miss us.
I saw your name light up the glass at 2 a.m. I almost reached out, almost touched the hem of the life we had before the static grew too loud, before we lost each other in the digital crowd. Now there's 1,000 miles of wire in a sea of gray, between the things I want and the things I need to say. I'm hovering my thumb above the sand, knowing if I do, the peace will end. So I lock the screen and I turn the light, keeping you a ghost in the middle of the night. 'Cause I can love you better from a distance, without the friction, without the resistance. I'm keeping your memory in a velvet frame, where the fire is warm but there isn't a flame, close enough to care but too far to break. It's the only way I know to stop the ache. Yeah, I'm loving you from a distance, loving you from a distance. In my head, you're still laughing on the kitchen floor, not the version of you walking out the door. I've edited the fights and I've cropped out the tears. I've built a sanctuary out of all these years. If I get too close, the colors start to bleed, and I find out you're not the person that I need. Don't call me, don't find me, leave the us behind me. It's a beautiful lie, it's a perfect view, as long as I don't get a clear look at you. Safe in the space, safe in the gap. 'Cause I can love you better from a distance, without the friction, without the resistance. I'm keeping your memory in a velvet frame, where the fire is warm but there isn't a flame, close enough to care but too far to break. It's the only way I just a signal in the dark, just a flicker of a spark, far enough away to keep you cold. I saw your name light up the glass at 2 a.m.
I almost reached out, almost touched the hem
of the life we had before. The static grew too loud before we lost each other in the digital crowd.
Now there's 1,000 miles of wire and a sea of gray between the things I want and the things I need to say.
I'm hovering my thumb above the sand,
Knowing if I do, the peace will end. So I lock the screen and I turn the light, keeping you a ghost in the middle of the night. 'Cause I can love you better from a distance, without the friction, without the resistance. I'm keeping your memory in a velvet frame, where the fire is warm but there isn't a flame. Close enough to care but too far to break. It's the only way I know to stop the ache. Yeah, I'm loving you from a distance, loving you from a distance. Ha, 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 ha. In my head, you're still laughing on the kitchen floor, not the version of you walking out the door. I've edited the fights and I've cropped out the tears. I built a sanctuary out of all these years. If I get too close, the colors start to bleed.